I had
People
the
winging.
urge to burp into the microphone, but I felt
Thank you
like
for not.
half of our audience would think that's disgusting.
Including me.
Hey, we're gonna do things a little bit different this time.
What are we talking about?
We're doing Bible first, because we always run out of time.
We dedicated 12 minutes, which is like time and a half that we normally
Dude, we did half a
great.
we did half a verse.
Anyway.
Okay, guys.
Sure.
We did half a verse.
Sure. Let's try this, and then the people can tell us what they think.
Nah, this is winging it. We're winging it.
We're winging
Where
it exactly.
even were we? Verse 10?
Sometimes it's gonna be in the middle. Sometimes
Verse
Halfway through verse 9. I'll start at verse...
We're not halfway through verse.
just start at 9, just so we
Yeah.
get a little bit of context.
Anyways, Jesus is talking to a Samaritan woman at a well. It says verse 9, John chapter 4. Then the woman of Samaria said to him, "How is it that you, being a Jew, ask a drink from me, a Samaritan woman? For Jews, have no dealing with Samaritans." Jesus answered her and said to her, "If you knew the gift of God and who it is who you say to you, 'Give me a drink,' you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water." Do you guys got any comments? Mine's further down.
Okay. Well, verse 10. Yeah. So living water. This is pretty important. There's this sign in one of the classrooms at our church, and most of them are cringy, but this one is cool. It says, okay, well, even this one is cringy, but it does make a good point. So I'll phrase it in a way that the sign doesn't.
Go for it.
Because I don't like it. But the point is that humans need water, food, shelter, and light or heat to live. And God's the light of the world, the bread of life, the living water, and what's the shelter one? He's our rock.
You live
I
inside
don't
him,
know.
but
Well,
yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, you could be a
he
rock.
does that too.
No, he lives inside of us. We don't live inside of him.
That sounds like not good shelter, man.
No, but
I don't want my
but-
house
but
inside
he's
me.
building us mansions in heaven, so
Oh, that's
Jesus
it,
is
yeah.
everything we need anyway.
Unless
Right.
you don't believe that.
So this one is
Plenty of
water.
people don't.
And water is debatably the most out of all of that. I mean, technically, you couldn't live with 3 of those. You need all 4. But I think water's the most important because water is basically what gives life in essence.
I've seen people live without shelter.
Yeah.
The dudes
Yeah,
on the
there's a
boat
lot
for
of homeless
40
people.
days.
But
Oh, well, I mean,
will
even
you
I'm
die
talking about
faster from lack of water or lack of
what's the Unbroken? Unbroken, where the dude was on
in
in the
ice?
water. It wasn't ice, just the middle of the ocean for a good 40-ish.
Well, there's
Oh,
a
Unbroken.
great
Yeah,
a
Was it
great
40
song in
days?
Spanish called Seis Navegantes. It was 6 friends that were trying to get to the U.S. from Cuba. 1 believer, 5 non-believers. And guess what happened?
The one believer died.
No, a storm hit them.
Oh.
And when the storm hit, he tells them, hey, guys, are you guys ready? If we die right now, you guys know where you're going? And then the song keeps going, and then they hit a rock. And then they're just there in the rock, and one of the guys is trying to kill himself. So I'm saying, no. So they stop him from trying to kill himself, and then they all believe in Jesus. But they're there for 7 days on the rock, in the middle of the ocean. It's this big rock, and they're there. And when they're about to die, guess what happens?
Another storm hits.
No, a fishing boat shows up and rescues them. That's the thing of the story.
Yeah.
You know, and it says, you know, their names were written in the book of life with the blood of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And just so you don't forget that our God is a merciful God. At our worst and lowest moment, He rescued us.
Yeah.
So,
Ow.
Yeah.
and that's not word for word. You know, I probably messed it up, but
and you know,
pretty close to
I
that.
think this goes to a lot more in Christianity because we all do it, but like you would think, man, God saved them from that. Like they were always Christian and never doubted and always were good and they never fell into habitual or a purposeful sin and blah, but they did. Adam and Eve lived with God and they ate the fruit.
Right. And then the Bible tells us
Satan
too,
lived to worship God.
God is
and he
going
left.
to, Jesus is going to reign on earth for 1,000 years. Perfect society, right? No sin,
Problems.
nothing. And he's going to release
No
the devil for a little bit,
necessities.
right? At the end. And they're going to turn against God. How dumb are we as humans? And these are the people that went through the tribulation and survived it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So they've seen the worst of the worst. And God's got them through all of that. And then they get to live with God, with Jesus, with God himself. And they're still going to turn away. But just like you said, Adam did it. So
Yeah.
it blows my mind. So a lot of times I think like, well, how can anybody possibly be saved? Because there is nobody, not one that, could like do anything to please God.
This sounds like it's gonna get very predestined.
Oh no, it's not predestined. I don't believe in predestination.
Well, it's about
Well, I
It's
mean,
both, yeah.
it is both because
Or they're a little
you read
different.
Psalm 139, but no, where I'm getting at is the mercy and the love of Jesus for humankind is incomprehensible.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I'll take it. Because I take it. Free salvation, baby.
I'll take it
Yeah.
too. I like heaven.
But anyway, so yeah, this living water.
Oh, wait, let me go back one more time.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever sat down and ate with Jesus?
I don't think so.
I've had two pretty crazy dreams. Okay. This dream right here, because I'm
Oh, sorry.
just a few nights ago there was a knock, like knock, 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 and it woke me up, right?
Yeah.
And I woke up and was like, "What's going on?" Well, turns out now that I know it was a dream. I was dreaming, and it was Jesus knocking on my heart, and I opened the door. And he says, "Can I come in?" And I said, "Well, come on in. Let's have some coffee." And he came in. No, it was crazy because he came in and we had our coffee. And we just talked. I have no idea what the conversation was about. Because once he came in, it was like if I just like backed out and I was just like seeing it from far
Like
away.
third person.
Right. And yeah, it was a crazy dream because I've always heard like, isn't there a scripture that says that, that if I knock on your heart and you let me in and
Yeah,
I'll come in and
Revelation 3:20.
right? That's exactly
I
exactly
stand
what
at the
happened.
door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, then I will come in and dine with him and he with me.
That's it, dude.
Yeah.
I opened that door. I don't know if we ate or not. I know we drank coffee,
Yeah.
but he came in, dude, and I was like,
But see, guys,
When-
at the same time, almost to where, like, not feel bad for God, but, like, he doesn't ask for much. He just wants to be with us.
"That's it."
It's
That's
like,
it.
and again, how I say, if you really back up and just take away the seriousness of things, like, sometimes you can just laugh at a situation. And this is no laughing matter, but, like, he just wants to hang out. And everyone just bullies him. And
You want
like,
to give you?
spits in
You want me to
his
give you a
face
good
and does all
example?
of this, and it's like, he just wants to hang out.
This might sound bad.
Because that's why he made us.
Right.
For companionship.
That's it. But this might sound bad, but this is true. This is 100% true. What I'm gonna tell you right now. If you have a dog, you can kick it in the morning before you go to work. And as soon as he hears your car coming, he's waiting for you at the door, excited, waiting for you to open that door so they can jump on you and lick you and do whatever. Don't even remember that you kick their teeth out in the morning. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how God is. Like, because every time that we're sinning, we do something we're not supposed to do. It's like we're just kicking him, smacking him upside the head.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still there waiting for us.
And I forgot where I heard this the other day, but it was like, well, we say, like, what would Jesus do? Or would you like this if someone did this to you? But would you do this to Jesus? Whatever you're doing, would you do it to him?
Right.
You ever think of that?
Oof.
Because, you know, he says, if you do this to the least of these, it's as if you did it to me.
Yeah.
Imagine if
And
you're,
if you didn't do it to the least of these, it's like if you didn't do it to me.
imagine if you're
Yeah.
about to do something stupid and you just envision God there. Say you're about to murder someone. It's just like,
Well, yeah.
you look to your side and just Jesus there.
Well, Jesus is there.
Well, yeah, but most people
We
don't
don't
think
think
about
about
that.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we
that's
do
the
think
idea.
about it, we push it off to the side. Like, no, wait a minute. No,
I
you
can't
can't be
really
here
see
right
it.
now.
Yeah, no.
You can't
I
be
don't
here right
believe
now.
you anymore.
Yeah, just wait till after.
Yeah.
Then I'll cry out for help.
Yeah. Yep.
It's so true, man. It's so true.
But anyways.
All right, let's get back to the scripture,
Oh,
man.
I just flipped. Oh, there we go. Okay. It was Psalm 1. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the path of sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bring forth its fruit in its season, whose leaf also shall not wither, and whatever he does shall prosper. So when you plant a tree, it sends out roots,
No.
and it collects this moisture, and it soaks it in. And the way that these plants are designed, as they grow, they push this moisture towards the middle. And eventually it gets pushed out into the top and into leaves, and then into flower blossoms. And the collection of all these nutrients in the water from the dirt start to collect and form a sweet substance and then a fruit, right? That is what it's like to be a fruit. But notice how little of the tree we really are. Because in John 15, Jesus says that he is the vine and we're the branches. Like, he's the water, he's the stump of the tree, he gives the increase. We do nothing, but we bear fruit, right? We're the branches. We can put out our leaves, our little fake leaves, so that everyone thinks we're good. But then Jesus comes to look for fruit, and then he chops you off,
My
right?
Throws
And
into the
hold
fire.
on. And so at the same time, if you don't want any fruit, and you reject all the nutrients, God's word convicting you, the discerning spirit, then you're not going to bear fruit. And yeah, you're going to get thrown into the fire. Yes, Josh? You
That
have
was
a
pretty
question?
good, dude.
my Bible needs
Sounds
an
good.
update.
Really?
Yeah, it says Bible updates available.
Oh, for the Blue Letter
It's
Bible,
time to
which
add
we should all be
scripture.
using.
Yeah, blue letter.
That scripture. You probably just get different features, Josh. Can you hide that? Can you hide that on there? Right?
Anywhere I can click X.
And
I
then what
can't
happens?
click X. I can click update too. I'll update them later.
Yeah,
we'll see
later,
what
'cause,
verse I
yeah.
get.
No,
Anyway,
because like mine, dude, you just tap it right there and you can highlight whatever. And then,
oh, I can highlight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can highlight.
okay,
it's a bit harder.
And then
on
you
this
can-
one, though.
yeah,
It
you
takes
can-
more steps.
you can bookmark it. You can,
Yeah.
make an image from it, whatever. And yeah, pretty cool. Anyways, sorry, Josh, go
What were you
ahead.
going to say?
Yeah, on your dreams one, I don't know where I was, but in Ecclesiastes it says God can talk. God talks to a lot of people through dreams, so you can believe his dreams,
Oh.
guys.
Joel
Okay.
does too.
I'm gonna tell you another dream. I wanted to start with the Bible, but now we're talking about other stuff. This is the dream I told you guys about last time that I didn't get a chance to talk about. This one's pretty crazy, and maybe what you guys can get interpretation, because I believe this is a message from God. Not sure what it is. Maybe something's coming up, and He's just telling me it's gonna be all right. But anyways,
It's gonna be all right.
so it was crazy. It started off. I was in the middle of the in an airplane.
Mm-hmm.
It was an airplane. It was a pilot, me, and the pilot's helper. That's it. And we're supposed to be going back. I don't even know where. We're going back somewhere because my sister forgot something. Right? So they already flew her wherever she was going, but it might have been her luggage. I don't know. Whatever it was. So anyways, we're flying back. And then next thing you know, the pilot goes off route, and he actually goes into the ocean, like into the ocean, and then
Like it crashed?
no, like he went into the ocean, like he meant to go there. It was that's what I'm telling you, it's a crazy dream because it's an airplane going into the ocean, right? And then once we're there, the next thing you know, we're like in this weird place. It's just like a room, kind of like an operating room kind of deal. That's what it looked like. And I'm on a bed, right? And then he's there, and then this whole time he's looking the other way. I can't see his face anymore. I just know he's standing there. And the dude that was with him drags out this thing like it looked like one of those foldable beds. And he's like dragging it out. And then you see it like it's kind of moving. And you think like, is there something in it? Because I'm able to see all this stuff, but I'm like strapped on the bed. Like I'm on the bed, like strapped to the bed. And I don't know how that happened because we're supposed to be going back to get something. But anyways, so 2 dogs come out of there. 2 black dogs come out of there. Like they're like vicious dogs. They're like, "Arr." And they're coming. They see me and they come right at me. And then the pilot tells the other guy, "Hey, it's not time yet. I told you not to do that yet. What are you thinking? Go back and get him." And while he's doing that, these dogs are already on top of me and they're going for my jugular. No, I'm serious. They're like going for my neck. They're trying to get to my neck, but they're like right there, but something is like blocking them from getting me. You see what I'm saying? Like the dogs are on top of me and they're like trying to reach down, but it's like something's like fighting them up. And it's not me because I'm strapped to this bed. So then the guy tells me, "It's not time yet, whatever." So the guy kind of like goes to get the dogs, right? And then the pilot turns around and is like, "Oh, he's like, "Oh, sorry about that. I have no idea why he did that, la, la, la." Right? But as he's saying that, he starts to change into like this black figure. And then the dogs come back. And then they try to attack me again. But again, something's blocking them from getting to my neck. Because I have no way of doing it. Because I'm like strapped like this on the bed. I'm laying down like this on the bed, strapped.
Yeah.
My legs are strapped. My arms are strapped. And the thing is like, I'm not even panicking. But then, I don't know if you've ever felt this, but it was when like a evil spirit tries to come in you. My whole body got like really numb. My skin got like all like, all your hair sticking up. And so at that moment, I knew it was like, oh, okay, this is the evil spirit. So I told him, I said, "Look, as soon as I wake up in the morning, I might sin. But I'm not going to stop following Jesus." That's what I was telling. So you need to leave because I belong to Jesus. And I just started saying that, like over and over, like, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop following him. And as I'm saying this, like the picture that I had in my head is like, it just like disappears. Like the dogs are gone, that pilot and his helper are gone. But I'm still feeling like this, like something's trying to like take over me. I'm like, nope. In the name of Jesus, man, you got to go. You got to get. But anyway, man, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy.
Fun.
No.
No,
It was not fun. No, this used to happen to me very often back in the day. This hadn't happened to me in years. But back in the day, that happened to me. Not like the whole full-on dream with like seeing like the pilot and having a little story to it. No, but like getting that feeling where like the evil spirit's trying to come into me. I felt that before. It was like a weekly thing for me. It was like it happened a lot. So as soon as I started getting that feeling, I already knew what it was. So I was like, nope, I'm a child of God, man. You got to go. But the crazy thing is like, so what I made out of this, but I have no idea because, I mean, the dogs are trying to get me. Obviously, they're evil dogs, but God is not letting them get to me. So that's why I thought, like, there's got to be some meaning to this, Maybe something's going to happen, and God's telling me, hey, be ready, because it's coming, but I still got you, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's a crazy dream, dude. I was going to ask Tony on Sunday, because,
Yeah.
Tony probably knows what's going on.
He's the Old Testament sort of guy.
Yeah.
And Daniel.
But anyway-
Speaking of Tony,
Yeah.
he's a Raiders fan.
Okay.
And the Chargers won this week,
Yeah.
guys.
I told you last night, right? I was supposed to text Darrell today, but I forgot. I might still do it, but because I told you we were talking, and I was like, hey, because he was talking about Devontae Adams probably wanting to trade next year because they're no good, and I said, hey, well, we'll take him with the Chargers. It's like, well, give us Khalil Mack back, and I'm like, yeah, take him back. He's no good. He lost his step. He can't get to the quarterback. And he goes out and gets 6 sacks in my face.
You're still giving him away?
I mean, for Devontae Adams, yeah, absolutely.
How old's Devontae?
Oh, he's young. He's not even 30, I don't think.
Really?
Late 20s, 28,
He's
29.
my favorite fantasy player.
Yeah.
Always rely on Devontae Adams.
What happened to your Cardinals quarterback in week 1 that made like 0.98 points?
Dubs, he's doing great now. It's because he only had like
He's
a
doing,
week of
yeah,
practice.
he's doing better.
But did you
Dubs
see
is like a
that-
starting QB at the
Did you
moment.
see that Purdy's back and he's good again?
Oh, my God. That's
Great.
Well, that's like
good.
the best team in the NFL.
You know,
He
he's
only
local
lost
from
by
here, from
20
Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went
Yeah.
to high school with Donjay, who's been on the podcast.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, Purdy was on the podcast.
Gotta get
And you know,
Yeah.
Purdy,
gotta get
even
that connection going.
Yeah.
no, but the thing is though, like even in college, he wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't
He
like
just he clicked.
no. His coach is just amazing, dude.
Who is it?
That
Everything
coach-
about San Francisco is amazing.
But
Except San
San
Francisco.
Francisco.
Their football team's great.
Yeah, he's a really really good coach. You know, he puts because it's the way it should be. He finds the strengths of his players and plays to their strengths. He doesn't have this system where we got to run my system and that's it. No.
His system is everybody's system.
Right. It's like, all right, what
He
are you good
sounds
at?
like a president
Oh, you're
to
good
me.
at that? Okay, well, that's what we're going to do. Which is what Lou Holtz said back in the day. And this is what I tried to do when I coach was like, all right, what's your strength? Are you really good on offense? Well, put all your effort in offense so you'll outscore teams all the time. You're really good on defense? Put your efforts on defense and you can stop all the teams all the time. So remember, that's
Who
what I
took
tried
the
to
bus? Did you guys hear that? It's the Cardinals head coach. His motivational speech. The first one that came out was, "Who took the bus here today, guys? Who had to get
I
on the bus?"
understand.
Well, it sucked. They were home.
do. All right,
And
let's
that
get
was his
back. Let's get back.
motivation.
Where we at?
Oh,
Are we on 13?
No, we're on
11?
football.
Oh, we got to get back to the word,
Oh,
man.
30 minutes.
No more word?
No.
We did one verse again?
This is a
It took us 20
2-verse
minutes to
week,
get through one
guys.
verse, man.
I know, I talked too much. Sorry, guys.
No,
Well,
it's fine.
guys, I lied to you last episode.
No.
I said we're gonna get to my comments.
You got 8
I
minutes,
didn't.
dude. Go for it.
Nah,
Yeah,
no, I'll
you got
save
8
them.
minutes.
No,
Oh.
don't save him. You're going to
Forget.
forget.
You know what? I
gonna
I will. I already forgot, to be honest. But I came up with a new one. If we go to verse 11 and 12, it says, "The woman said to him, 'Sir, you have nothing
What?
to draw with, and the well is deep. Where then do you get that living water? Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us the well and drank from it himself, as well as his sons and his livestock?'" Well, can you just imagine Jesus being there and you diss him like that? Like, homie, you don't got nothing on me.
No, but it's true because, like I said, like this is just a random guy. And
Yeah.
No, it is, but
Oh, yeah.
look what he told her right before that. It should have clicked, and maybe it did, but she still asked this question. She said, if you knew
that was before
the
that.
gift of God
Yeah.
and who is saying to you,
Yeah,
who's
What verse
telling
is
you this?
that?
It's in 10.
10.
Jesus telling
Well, read
her.
it. I only read the first half.
Yeah,
of
so
10.
Jesus answered, if you knew the gift of God and who was saying to you, give me a drink,
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, that's true.
It's
you
right.
would ask him, and he would give you living water.
We spent
Yeah,
20 minutes on a verse and you didn't know the verse?
I was just paying attention to living water. Anyway.
No, but
It
that's like very interesting too, but maybe it was a thing of this time because how many times did he tell his disciples he was going to die, and it just went right over their head
Yeah. Yeah,
because
they
he
didn't
told them he
believe
was going to
that.
die, and he told them he was going to
Okay, but then my question
come
is, why does
resurrect.
God tell us these things if He's at the same time not going to allow us to get them?
No, I think it's not that he doesn't allow us; it's just that we just don't.
Well, I guess. Yeah.
We're just so hard headed. Like they were so bent on having a
Yeah.
worldly kingdom that whenever he talked about that, they just shut down.
It's why James 1:5 exists. I think it's 1:5 where it says, "Ask for wisdom," because it's right there in front of
Yeah.
us, and we just kind of have to have it revealed to us.
Right. No, it's true because sometimes God will tell me sometimes, and I'll be like, "All right, God, well, if you really want me to do that, why don't you give me the sign?"
Yeah.
And then the sign comes, and you're just like, "I'm not sure."
Please, God.
You know?
Please.
Like, quick
I
Jonah
really don't
move.
want to.
Eventually it gets to bleaching you in the belly of a whale.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Our youth leader taught on Jonah a few months ago, and that's when I learned what happens to you in the belly of a whale. And I really want to, I kind of want to see it, like just a bleached white dude from the
It's only
Middle
'cause of
East.
God he survived. If you put someone in there, they'd probably die.
No,
Hey, but what if it was
happens,
what
but
if it
only
was
lasts
those
2
what
days.
if it was already one of those light skinned Jews?
Well,
He'd be
that dude would have
bright.
been shining.
Yeah.
He would have been. God used him as a light in
Hey,
multiple ways.
maybe that's what happened, and that's why they got scared, and he delivered his little message, and that was
Yeah.
it. They're like, "Oh, he's see through. He's probably
Man,
telling
I
the
just thought of
truth."
a
Yeah.
great topic that does not fit in 5 minutes. But anyways,
Monster
What is it?
trucks.
Start it.
Monster trucks.
Throw it out there for next time.
Greek mythology.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
There's a lot.
Just all
That's days. That was their lifetime.
the. No, I know, but the false gods, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, we were listening to this podcast on some Christian who came out of New Age, right? And he's talking about how the demons are real and how he thinks all the aliens and the hieroglyphs in Egypt and everywhere, that the demons came down and that they began to worship them. And that's why they made the idols and stuff. And then I was thinking, wait a minute. Well, what if all this Greek mythology stuff actually happened? Now, I know some gods had like kids or whatever in that, and so, you know, we know angels can have kids at least with each other, but they could have made it appear that way or something. But I'm just saying, okay. And it all goes hand in hand with the lie of evolution, but it's like, what makes us think that our fathers were primitive and dumb and we're just suddenly brilliant and we know everything and they believe this wacky stuff? It's like, or maybe they actually saw it.
And
Maybe it actually happened, and so why are we like, well, and notice Paul went to Athens and he wasn't like, look guys, all these gods are fake. They never really said they were fake. Like even Elijah tore down the idol to Baal. He said this stone and stuff has no power. But even David admits that like they're, and Paul, no, it was Paul when he's saying about sacrificing meat to idols, that it's really sacrificing to demons, right? And it's like, okay, these people weren't even refuting that the demons were doing all this stuff. Even Paul called it doctrines of demons.
Yeah. I mean,
And so it's like, why do we think we're way smarter than our ancestors and they didn't really see the things that they told us?
okay, I think we're actually dumber than they are. Cause look at all
Probably.
the pyramids and everything that they did
yeah, take
And we
us
don't know how to
with
do it.
nothing, and we have no idea how they did it.
a different
Here's
path.
another thing. I was hearing, and what you said now makes a little more sense to what this guy was saying. He was a non-believer, by the way, but he was floating the idea of the Nephilim being not all being giants, but actually smaller. Because he says that they found a lot of skulls with like bodies of creatures that were like small, probably like I'm gonna say about 4 to 4.5 feet tall, with these big heads. Well, could it have been them that all these ancient paintings are made of? Because they were rampant on the earth, they were all over the place, and now we see, because they're a little bit different than us, we think that they're aliens. Because you got to think about this: if angels were mating with women, how would the
Weird
babies
stuff
come out?
happened.
Right. So it could have been too that, because the Bible talks about giants, men of renown, right?
But
But
I
it could also
think
have
they
been-
did die in the flood, because that's why God sent
Well,
them.
no, right, and that's why they've found these skeletons. It's because it's skeletons. It's what they found, and it's like a lot of them. Like he was talking about in the cave, they found like 11 of them.
Do you think
Yeah.
God will have an instant replay of the world history waiting for us?
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. You'd be up over there and you'd be like, yeah, let me see that again. Boop. Like 2 seconds, and you see
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, me
Oh, again. Boop.
running a mile in 6 minutes and 29 seconds.
I'll give you $5.
Well, what were we going to say, Josh, about that?
About what?
You were going to say something, but I started talking.
It
Josh
wasn't.
don't
I
know.
don't think it was about the Bible. I don't know what it was.
I was talking about demons, but...
Demons? I don't know.
Anyway, say something, Josh. We always talk over you. Just
Yeah.
have
know,
your
Josh.
moment.
The little white kid gets scared of the
We're a bunch of
angry
bullies.
Mexicans.
Oh my God.
Sorry, dude. We're bullies.
Dope
It's a
guy.
joke,
Racist
guys.
Josh.
It's a joke. Go back to last episode. We were talking about it 30 minutes ago.
Two
Here.
episodes, yeah.
For us, it was 30 minutes
Yeah.
ago.
Yep.
Hey,
Yes.
don't give us away, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I changed my shirt.
Yeah, my shirt.
Oh, that's true, huh?
No,
Hey,
I
next
didn't.
time we gotta do that.
Yeah.
Next time we gotta change
Bring
our shirt.
another shirt.
Yeah.
Put a hat on and then take it off. or
I'll
vice
just go
versa.
shirtless. It's fine.
No, Josh.
I don't live
no,
here.
That's bad.
You're. if
Well,
not, if we're doing a swimming
Josh,
pool.
just either start a topic or give us a sound.
Oh, I had a topic. Monster trucks.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Sorry, guys. I went to Monster Jam. It was the coolest thing ever, dude. Monster trucks are so cool, and you see the people walking by them because they always crash. They crash all the time, and like the tire's bigger than the person. It's just so.
Yeah, that's the
cool.
whole point, to crash
Yeah.
them.
Oh, I learned that. That was cool. The freestyle, backflips, fire, explosions. A car exploded.
Describe
Glendale.
your favorite one.
My favorite what? Would
Hey, but wait a
Either
minute.
truck or trick or explode. I don't know.
well, I mean, Gravedigger.
favorite
Gravedigger's
something.
really cool, and I learned that I didn't know they passed down the car through
Yeah.
their family line. That's cool.
Well, like wrestling in Mexico.
Yeah, it's
Like I was telling, the mask,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
pass it down.
I understood why
you
you
know,
brought
generations.
that up after I realized it. Because the Gravedigger dude got on. He's like, my dad was the driver of Gravedigger for 40-something years.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. and then he just went to
crazy.
his son, and his son is good at it.
Yes, sir. And yeah, sometimes they end up being better.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're worse. But
If it wasn't for us being in Arizona and a whole bunch of Hispanic people showed out, so they had to support Toro Loco, whatever his name was.
Toro
Which
Loco.
I voted for him too. I wanted that dude to win, but it was between him and Gravedigger who was gonna win
Yeah.
freestyle at least.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go next time, man.
Oh,
Sounds
yeah.
fun.
Now don't let me overhype it, otherwise it'll be lame.
No, I used to watch it on
What?
TV when I was
Josh.
little.
Yeah,
There's huge trucks doing cool things.
I know.
And fire.
but don't think about the cool thing. Don't think about the fire. You might get unlucky. Fire is an accident.
No, it's not because they have
they're-
they have NOS in there. So all they got to do is really rev the engine real hard, like put the pedal to the metal,
So cool.
and then you just see that fire because
Well,
of
the
the NOS.
explosion was an accident. Nitrogen suspension. That's crazy. That's what their brakes are. Buses use air, regular air.
Right.
And these things use nitrogen. That's crazy.
I love.
Yeah, that's what we
monster
use in our
trucks.
trucks. Air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
Anyway.
hold on. Here's a little cool fact about air brakes. Did you know that they work better with a loaded truck than an empty truck
why?
Does it need the weight?
because of the weight?
I don't even know how that works.
I know
so-
buses use them.
Because normally a car is different. Like if you're in a car, like in a pickup truck, and you have a big load in the back, you hit your brakes and that load pushes you.
Pushes.
completely
yeah.
different type of
The
brake.
truck is completely different. The heavier it is, the easier it stops.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I got a cup and it has lights. I got a cup a $25 snow cone cup. And when my friend bought it for me, and I got the Megalodon and he got the Gravedigger. And my mom saw it today and turned it around. Was like, ooh, and clicked the button and took out a plastic thing and it has lights. It's the coolest
Oh my
thing.
god.
$25 cup and it's worth it.
Josh didn't even see a little thing that said pool.
It was on the bottom. I didn't look on the. You should know I'm not good at looking on the.
Hey,
back.
you know how bad those drinks have gotten at the stadiums?
The Coke ad was pretty
$6.
Yeah, but look, 5 years ago, you would get a souvenir cup. And the reason you would get the souvenir cup is because if you got the souvenir cup, it's like at the theaters. You get the souvenir cup, you go get a free refill.
And it's like
Nine
$12 now.
Yeah.
We
Now,
went and it was like 30.
now if you want like refills, it's $30.
Well, so I got one of the small little. It's like a McDonald's little cup for $7. Like $6.50 something.
Okay.
It's around
Uh,
$7
When the circus
or $8.
used to come into town down at Talking Stick or Footprint Center now, the Sensory now. There's 7 Coke machines that they have there for the employees. They would go and empty them all out. Buy all the sodas, right, for 35 cents, because that's how much we sold them for at that time. And they'd sell them in their concessions for $5.
Holy cow!
$5 a can.
That's profit right there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I remember when the circus was in town, I had to go every day to fill those machines, and every day they'd empty them out.
Coke should have raised the price right there.
Not my call. I would if it was my call. Oh, you're gonna sell them for $5? I'll sell them for $4.
Should have bought a vending machine real quick and just put it up.
Yeah. Isn't that insider trading though?
No, I don't think so.
Anyways,
Anyways,
that was fun. It's time
give
for
us the
sound.
Josh. Give us something fresh, something new.
Wait. Do the sound that Gravedigger does.
Yeah.
He's a sound?
Just a big
there it
engine.
is.
Just a big engine.
All right, now the cops chasing the speeding car. Not the siren.
Well, that was sirens and the big car.
Okay.
All at the same time.
Okay. Then the car speeding away, almost hitting a pedestrian, and the pedestrian screams.
That.
Oh, here's the pedestrian.
We got to do one like like they do in Duck Dynasty with Godwin. We just give him the sound.
Oh yeah, Godwin is bomb with those sound
Anyways.
effects.
I want to be like him.
Final sound.